Hello everyone. I'm here tonight by way of an apology. It was pointed out to me that last night's production was not up to our usual standards of production quality or information. I know this because my mum rang me and reprimanded me as such. She also pointed out that mentioning male genitalia when I'd forgotten something on the video was highly unprofessional. So, with that in mind, I offer you this catch-up video where I fill in all the gaps of what I missed last night. We are slightly more prepared tonight. I have made a short note of things that I need to mention on tonight's video and secreted it off to the side where you will not be able to see it, and we will appear informative and professional. So without any further ado, I will run the introduction and we'll get on with a bit of an overview of the Noble Pro Plus. So here we are with the Noble Pro Plus, and as I covered in last night's video, it is a nice quality piece of kit. Some of the highlights of it is it does seem to be a very good value for money solution, coming in at 240 quid for the NB4 Plus, which is the new model of the normal NB4, and £420 for the Pro Plus, which is the model that we have here. As you can tell, it's quite a svelte unit. What you can't tell though is the quality of the build and the materials it's made out of. As I briefly mentioned on last night's video, we do have a few pieces of alloy or other types of metal involved in the construction of this product, including the case on the removable battery pack at the bottom, the bezel around the touchscreen, the frame, which you can also use to mount a mobile phone if you so wish, or action camera, although that does add a little bit to the weight of the device and the leverage that you feel putting your hand around. Also, it is very nicely presented in this great quality case. This, coupled with the addition of wireless charging and the included lithium-ion batteries and the external battery pack, leads it to be quite good value for money. You're not buying an expensive controller and then shelling out for an additional pack and having to charge it separately. It's all done in the unit itself with a USB charging port there. And like I said, you can charge it on the included wireless charging base. Just move the box off to the side. As I mentioned last night, one of the draws of this device to myself was the price of the receivers. The receivers come in at a much lower price point than the Futabas, and are of quite good size. So if we just pull some over here again, we've got the Futaba units for the 10PX and the T4GRS. And then if we look at the Noble units, this is one of the ones that came with the Pro Plus. This is one that's made for the which comes with the original MB4. There is quite a range of receivers offered by FlySky, and indeed they say that it is compatible with any receiver with the AFHDS3 protocol. And if we just take a quick look at the screen, we can see some of that range here. It's the left-hand column, and the receivers come in all sorts of form factors with internal aerials, external aerials, and some really small packages as well. Like this one, I believe, is about 12mm by 16mm for all those of you that want to do a bit of 1/24th racing or drifting or so forth. I actually had one of these smaller units for, you might be able to see it in the background there. I've got a little 1/28th scale drift car, my only remaining drift car, that I was using one of the micro receivers on. The unit itself comes with a wide range of buttons. You've got, working from the bottom up, you've got the two insides of the handle here, which can be actuated either with your finger or a bit of a squeeze on the handle, very useful. two dials here, which can adjust any settings or any of the channel travels. The two knobs on the back can either be fitted with the lever, which allows 3 selectable settings, or you can replace it with one of these knobs which just leaves it as a full proportional. Again, you can use that to control settings or one of the channels. Moving up to the wheel, you have the shoulder buttons here, the little paddles, which are just single pushes. Currently I've got them set to change the trim on my car. The two knobs on top here are actually 4-way knobs. You can either push it away, pull it towards you, or right and left. And at the moment I've got those programmed to change the steering curve and change the throttle trim. Currently I've got the one wheel on the side here to change my dual rate, and the other to change the brake rate, or the ATL as they call it on the Futaba. The screen is nice and clear. You get some nice quick access menus. You can set what these menus, what these swipe actions, what menus they go to. I've just got the left and right at the moment for assigning buttons. Pull down to change the model and other associated model settings, and the timer when you pull up. I've also got the timer linked at the moment to the side button, so I can start the timer going, stop the timer, or 2 laps or whatever. I shall just reset that. The interface itself is very simple, very customizable, a lot easier to understand than the Futaba that I was running previously, or the Sanwa M15 before that. Altogether, the unit feels very high quality and very well put together. As I pointed out in the previous video, you can cut down the contents of the menus, so you've only got access to, or you're only disturbed by the items that you frequently use, such as the EPA or the trims or model settings or so on. By standard, if I switch to one of the other models, you'll see one that I haven't modified yet, with all the menu settings. You get 3 pages of them, giving you access to a lot of the previously mentioned common ones. And other things might be specific to nitro or engine vehicles, boats and so forth, fuel levels, lots of things. It's a very feature-rich unit, and I believe for the price, feels very high quality. I have had the previous NB4 model. I was very happy with it. The only reason I really switched it out in the end was because I wanted to use the AccuVance tuning for the ESC on the Futaba. I believe this to be a bit of a mistake now. So I thought I'd come back to the Noble, added to the thoughts of, maybe renting out some of the cars to slow my plummet into bankruptcy with purchasing all these cars. I wasn't going to pay out for more of the Futaba 10PXs. I believe this offers a great standard of unit, and at a more attractive price point, especially the receivers. The receivers for this current generation usually look like they're around £30 to £40. The previous generation, Mick sent me a link over, because I corrected myself after this as well. Mick has actually found some listings on AliExpress, and he picked up his last ones for £17. So when you compare that to the going rate of around about 70 for a Futaba unit, much more attractive. So in all, I believe this to be a very good quality thing. As I mentioned last night, Ryan Stiles Harris on his channel, I put a link in the video that I posted last night. I'll put a link in this description as well. He's had his for a few weeks. He's done some racing with it, and he seems very happy with it. He's used in the new NB4 Plus. I had no problems with the older model, the NB4, with there are a few differences on that, like a single colour screen and so forth. But it was a very capable unit, and I expect the same from this one. So what we'll be doing is hopefully getting some racing in this weekend, putting this this unit in one of the buggies and giving it a bit of a run out. Might be able to get Futaba on one of the other ones and get a bit of a comparison going on, a few people's verdicts. Paul's interested in one, our very own Mr. Surbear, and we'll have a go and hopefully we'll get a few comments from him as well. So again, apologies for the quality of last night's video. I hope this has been more informative for you, and I hope that I've done my mother proud. I will leave you alone for now, and we'll come back with further news in the future. Thank you very much. Oh, bollocks!